been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go from Bank of America Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
On play action, Young. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Down.
From the gun, it's Young. He's got a man. That's McMillan. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a Carolina first down.
On the set.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Set. Ready.
On the ground, this is Trevor Etienne. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. Is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Set.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. Flush to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Ready, break.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down.
Set.
Here's Young. to the right side. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. Well, the Bucs have it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 32 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 19 in the air. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
19 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
That's out quickly to Mitchell. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Good. 180. What's up?
On the ground, the goal for Rashad White, the back out of Arizona State.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches.
180. What's up?
Now they'll try to run the jet sweep. And he's trying to power forward, but no dice. They're going to stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
180. Alert, 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 alert. Watch him right there, watch him right there. What's that?
From the gun, it's Mayfield. That is incomplete. They elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you. Let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Can he get away? No. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
A loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Got it.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Shot. Let's go now. Ready.
Out of the shotgun. Young. That's taken it. It's Xavier Leggett. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Brings up 3rd.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Now he'll air one out. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down. Here's Young to throw. That one taken in right side by Leggett. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Panthers football to begin this second quarter. They've got third down and less than a yard.
Black shot. Set. Set. Go.
Now Young. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete.
Here we
Brings
go.
up fourth
Here
down.
we go. 52 blue. Ready?
On fourth down, Young. Open man, right side. He's got it. So it's fourth down, punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. That's taken at about the 14. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
Set. 180. What's up?
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. On end, left side. It's caught. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Baker going to hand it to White, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Set. Start.
Baker to throw. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down. A gain of 7. First down, Buccaneers.
What's up?
Throwing is Baker. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Start.
Here's a give up the middle with White. Finding room to the 20. And he's into the end zone. Rashad White. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone. First time today.
Kick is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Panthers nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
Look at play action with Young. Forced out wide. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Second and 10.
Ready? Ready.
Here's Hubbard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You saw the guard take a pass set, Mike. He's hoping that defensive tackle just races up the field trying to sack the quarterback, and then you just hand the ball off to your back on a draw. In this case, the defensive tackle does a great job going from pass to run, and he's able to take the back down for a loss.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return go. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
180!
The motion man here is Mitchell. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Good! 180! Point it right, point it right, point it right.
That's Ibuka in motion.
Stop!
They'll run over center with White. Modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Good! 180!
Mayfield. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Jabril Peppers in coverage. Able to knock that one away.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
Regular, regular, regular. Real. What's that?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. He gets this complete to Mitchell. He's going to have the 1st down and more. And he will go all the way. And 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Tampa. His 4th TD grab of the season. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Panthers nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First grab of the game for Tyreek, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10.
Set.
Handoff, Hubbard, heading right. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 48-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Down. 33. Yellow. Hut.
On second down, Young. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Third and long.
Ready. Ready.
Here's Young. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Buccaneers will have great field position right around midfield.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball. And I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what. And it ends up being a costly mistake.
Run.
Check.
Lucky. Good. 180. Kings. What's that?
Mayfield to throw on first and 10. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Pistol.
On first down is Mayfield. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
What's that?
On second down, Baker. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Buccaneers. season. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Red, cycle. Yellow, set.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's hard. And he will score. Xavier Leggett, touchdown, Panthers. Blake Krupe comes on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Panthers get back in it. It is 21-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Sick. 180. Up, real. What's up?
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. He'll get this out to his running back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Now the Bucs will take their, and I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half.
Set. 180. Hey, alert. Regular. Start.
Second down throw for Mayfield. Downfield, that's Constant. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
Gain of 23 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Alert. 180. Run. Kings. Point it right. What's that?
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
What's that?
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
180!
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal.
180! King! What's that?
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. So, we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports.
Check. 180! What's what?
They go play action with Mayfield. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Good. 20! Rail. Stop! It's a run.
On the ground, this is White. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 9.
Good. 180! What's that?
Off the play pick, it's Mayfield. Followed up and taken down. They got him.
I really like this response here to start the second half. You have to imagine they went into halftime finding themselves down by 2 scores. They needed to stop and get the ball back to their offense, and that sack's going to go a long way towards it.
Good. 180! Done.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Okay, break. 10. Here we go.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Parrish. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. And he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
180! What's up?
To throw is Mayfield. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
180! What's that?
Here comes White on the toss right. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways to the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Good. 180! What's what?
Mayfield to throw. Got his man at the 6. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Good. What's that?
Here's a run. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
McLaughlin good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Down. 45. White. Ready?
On 1st down is Young. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
Just set up the screen here to Hubbard. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down. On now is the punt team for the Panthers. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Good. What's that?
Drive begins with a run by White. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
180! Real. What's that?
To throw is Mayfield. That one taken in by Mitchell. They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A gain of 2.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Alert! 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 Stop!
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. He's got a man downfield. That's Johnston. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
Complete to
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Set!
That's Ibuka in motion.
What's that?
On the ground, it's White as we begin the 4th quarter. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on
What
the
makes
play.
great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Set! 180! Alert! 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 Alert!
Baker to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Like, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake.
Here we go.
And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
We'll try again. It's
Black shot.
2nd and 10.
Down. Hut, hut.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Panther first down. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Ready, set.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Vita Vea. He gets him to drop it. It's a loss of 8.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home. 3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
Back to throw, Young. He'll air it out down the middle. And that is incomplete.
It It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal.
On the ready.
You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Set, hut. 50, green. Hut, hut.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
What's up?
Give, and here's White. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Good. 180. What's up?
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
He's checking crack. Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's up?
On second down, a run with White. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
What's up?
On first down, right back to White. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Good. 180. King.
That's Ibuka in motion.
Done.
Up the middle they go. With good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
What's up?
They run with White. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And That's exactly what they've been able to do.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Hey, alert! Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Dad!
Another run here with White. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground. But you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as they have here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
They'll try to run for it. That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This from 30 yards out. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Blue, 32.
Young to throw on 1st down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Needle, ready, set,
From the gun, it's Young. Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. A gain there of 20. It's a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Fight, 60, drill, 52.
Now Young. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
10, set.
On 2nd down, a run with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter.